Hey, this is Harold. Today is Monday, February 23rd, and in today's video, I'm just going to be talking about how I made $650 trading ES futures today. So as you guys can see, today we had a total profit of $646.50 with the initial target of $925, planned R multiple of 2.31, and a realized R multiple of 1.62. I have to admit, I cut the trade early because of my emotions, and I will get to that later. But for now, let me just run through the daily plan for you guys. So I always make a plan to the upside, to the downside. The plan for the upside today was if price was able to break above the weekly value area high right here, as well as the previous day value area high, then I was going to look to take longs above this level. Let's see. So above this level, I was looking to take longs. Why can't I close that? Okay. Above that level, I was looking to take longs, and for shorts, I was looking for a break of previous day value area low, 68.89, and a break of the monthly value area low, a combination. Ideally, I was looking for a break of these at the same time in order to take shorts, targeting around 68.61 for about a 1 to 3 RR trade. So coming into the day, we were pretty choppy the past couple days, so there wasn't a true direction in mind, and we could have gone either way. So knowing that we could have gone either way, you guys want to look over here. Price opened and we got rejected at the previous day value area high. We did break above the weekly value area high. We broke above it. We got rejected here. The buyers got absorbed, and then we saw aggressive selling to the downside, closing back below the weekly value area high. We sold off. Eventually we came down to our previous day value area low and the monthly value area low that we were looking at, and we were able to execute an entry at 68.79.75, targeting 68.61. So our trade did hit full TP, but I ended up taking profits early. I got emotional just because the trade was taking quite long to take, and it was almost an A plus. It was pretty much like an A plus 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 setup for me, but for some reason the play, it wasn't playing out as fast as it normally would, and that was kind of getting in my head. So now zooming into this area right here, on the footprints, we could see that there was aggression, right? But on the way up, this is 6:30 by the way, market open. On the way up, we see aggressive buyers get absorbed, right? And we see aggressive buyers get absorbed here as well. After they get absorbed, we see aggressive selling step in with high increase in volume, right? 13,000 lots, negative 16 delta. So we close back into the weekly value area high with very aggressive selling, and we hold, right? So we hold, and eventually we come down to our entry. So right over here, this is our entry. White line is the previous value area low, and the blue line is the monthly value area low. So zooming into here, this was a pretty textbook play for me. We see an imbalance of sellers step in, right? And then we see aggressive selling get accepted. We know it's accepted because the candle closes below it, right? So this gets accepted. I enter on the closure of this candle, so at 6879.75. And ideally, I like to set my stop above the imbalances, but this would have been an 11-point stop, and that was just too high for me. So I ended up setting my stop here at 68.88, and luckily I didn't get stopped out. But next time, I think if I'm looking for a trade, I need to be slightly more patient. I know that we got the confirmation. See if we can get a pullback to get the proper stop, right? If we can enter right here, 68.82, then I would have been able to set my stop at 68.91, right? And eventually, after a long consolidation, price hits my target down here, or somewhere up here. So something that I learned from today was that I'm still very emotional when it comes to profit taking. I have a system in terms of take profits. I have a fixed R, like a 1R system, where if it moves up 1R and we close above or below, whichever direction we're going, I will take a break even. And then if it moves up another R, if my target is, we'll say like 3R, then once it hits 2R, I'll move up one more R. So my stop will be at 1R now, and I'll be able to trail like that. But something I also let myself do is, once it's around 1 to 2 points away from my true target, I say, okay, I'm gonna start trailing super tight. But that term is quite arbitrary, right? What does it mean to start trailing super tight? And that's something that I need to figure out, because sometimes when I'm locked in, I'll have no greed and I will really just trail very tight. Like maybe I'll just put the stop one point, 2 points below exactly where it is at that time. And if it hits the stop, I'll say, okay, I'm out. And if it runs to my target, then I'll say, okay, cool, I hit my target. But when I'm feeling emotional, I'll be like holding this stop limit. And if it gets close, I'll like start pulling back away. And if I'll put it back, and then I'll start pulling back away. And I feel like knowing that I do that just shows that I'm still taking profits in a somewhat emotional manner at times, especially when the trades are taking a lot longer to play out than I want. Yeah, and one more thing to add with this confirmation. This is a very textbook play for me, where we get a B shape, right? Get a B shape. And then we also get a huge increase in volume. So 19,000 lots. You can clearly see that it's an outlier. And then negative 7.51 delta. So that alone was just really good confirmation. And that's why I was feeling very emotional with this stop loss at 68.88. Because I knew that price could most definitely come back and test this. But because the confirmation was so good, I didn't want to get stopped out and miss the full trade. So I kept thinking, oh, should I move my stop up here? Should I keep it here? And as I was getting in my own head, price was not moving. It was consolidating. And you know how it goes. And then price starts to get closer to your target, and you start thinking more and more and more. And yeah, but that was the trade for today. Yeah, it was a pretty chill day today. We ended up running way past our target, closing at the low of day, not even bouncing. And yeah, I'm just gonna keep the video very short and simple today. Thank you for joining in. I'll see y'all tomorrow.